take questions on inflation then? Do you think inflation is a political liability?
That's a great asset. More inflation. What a stupid son of a bitch.
What you just saw, ladies and gentlemen, was President Joe Biden's finest hour. Look, I'm joking, that's hyperbole, but I'd also be lying if I didn't tell you that I loved it. That was Biden's response to Peter Doocy's question about inflation. Doocy was trying to ask whether he sees inflation, if Biden sees inflation as a problem for upcoming elections. And it was, to be clear, it was a dumb question. It just was. And so Biden responded to it in a way that I thought was amusing. And now conservatives are losing their minds, as if the guy that they supported didn't incessantly attack the media by referring to it as enemy of the people and all sorts of other inflammatory comments. I just think comparing the two is ridiculous. If Biden was constantly attacking the media, yeah, I'd have an issue with it, no question. But he had a hot mic moment and it was kind of hilarious. What do you think, Francesca?
I totally agree. I think that's really important context for the, like, I don't think it's presidential to say SOB all the time. No, obviously not. But it was a dumb question and he didn't think he was still on the mic. And it was also an incredibly old man moment. Like he didn't say SOB like in a hateful way, just like, oh man, what a stupid, almost like some empathy for him. Like, oh, what must it like to be inside of, Peter Doocy's brain? Like it just, there's a lot of space at least. But like, I love that occasionally you wonder whether Biden is with it. Like, is he hearing the question? Is he on it? Is he And this was like, not only did he hear it, but he heard it for how dumb it was. A very rhetorical leading, is inflation bad for you? Like, yeah, man, yeah, what do you think? And responded in that dry sass, like, I like it. It shows me he's with it.
No, I definitely enjoyed that. And that's about all I enjoy about Biden these days. So it's a very, very low bar. And obviously it has no real impact on any of our lives. But nonetheless, apparently Biden called Doocy to kind of clear the air after the fact. And Hannity and other conservatives aren't buying it. They're making a big deal about this because guys, guess what? This is the kind of stuff they hope for. This is the kind of stuff they're dying for. Because what else are they gonna talk about on their shows? It's always the latest like manufactured scandal, the latest manufactured culture war. And so I guess here's Hannity losing his mind over that moment.
In about an hour of that exchange, he called my cell phone and he said, "It's nothing personal, pal." And we went back and forth and we were talking about just kind of moving forward. And I made sure to tell him that I'm always gonna try to ask something different than what everybody else is asking. And he said, "You've got to." And that's a quote from the president, so I'll keep doing it.
All right, I want to be your negotiator here. And I would like to negotiate a 20-minute sit down with you and Biden one-on-one. I think that would be, I'm a Christian, I believe in forgiveness. Okay, did he apologize?
He cleared the air and I appreciated it. We had a nice call.
That's not an answer. Did he apologize? That doesn't sound like an apology.
He said it's nothing personal, pal. And I told him that I appreciated him reaching out. Hey, John. The world is on the brink of like World War III right now
I get
with all this stuff going on. I appreciate that the president took a couple minutes out this evening while he was still at the desk to give me a call and clear the air.
At least he called you pal.
All right, so Hannity wants the apology. Doocy seems to be a good sport about it. I'm actually kind of shocked that Hannity's reaction was more level-headed than Glenn Greenwald's reaction to this, because he went like above and beyond. Grave attack on press freedom, Glenn Greenwald writes. This is what the Nazis did, incited hatred against those who challenged them. Solidarity with Peter Doocy. It's a dangerous time to tell the truth in America. I hope all press freedom groups and other outlets will condemn this attack.
Oh, right. Substack blog post number 1. Substack blog post number 2. Money, money, money. I am mad. This is a guy who will respond to like an egg avatar with like the utmost, like an entire diatribe. Like, how dare you, sir? You know,
terminally online.
Well, thank you for blocking me, sir. You really did me a favor. And you're such a goofball. Like, we think Peter Doocy's a goofball. Woo, I think Greenwald has him beat. Look, at Peter Doocy can take a joke. He's like, yeah, it's fine. I mean, granted, he's a heel. We understand.
Yep.
He's like Fox News's little errand boy. He's the, he's the cousin Greg of Fox. And it's very funny to me that he was like, yeah, he didn't apologize, whatever. He's, we're cool. Anna, do you think Biden should have even called Peter Doocy at all?
I don't care. I don't care one way or the other. I have literally no feeling toward that. Like, I really don't. I think he saw it as unprofessional or whatever. I think it genuinely was a hot mic moment, which made it funnier to me, right? That's the other thing. It made it funnier to me. Like, intentions matter, and like we all look. Who wouldn't think that that was a stupid question? And he made a mistake by not realizing the mic was hot, and he said what he said. He said what he was thinking out loud. He vocalized it. And so he apologized. He called him and tried to like clear the air. I'm fine with that. I don't care. What I do care about though is the false equivalency to Donald Trump. What I do care about is Glenn Greenwald, who served as like an apologist in regard to Donald Trump's behavior on many occasions, minimized Trump's behavior, especially toward the media on many occasions, and then now is comparing Biden's moment to Nazism. Like, come on. Like, how does anyone take this guy seriously anymore? Like, how do you do it? It's impossible. It's literally impossible.
No, I mean, right wingers take him seriously because he follows the golden rule that they all play by, which is it's okay when I do it. That's it. That's all they play by. Their rule is hypocrisy. And so, I remember when, pick an issue, but I remember when Carlos Maza was being attacked homophobically, I believe by Rubin. It was Rubin or it wasn't Rubin. It was the other heel. Anyway,
there were a bunch of right wingers doing it.
It doesn't matter, but yeah, he was so. And then Greenwald's like, buck up, Carlos. It doesn't matter if you got, attacked like, for being gay. That doesn't matter. You guys are all snowflakes. It's like, no. Which is it? Are you being attacked or not? Are you snowflake or not? Like, it can't just work for you and not for anybody else. And so, of course, he's using the same Holocaust comparisons that the right loves to use, but no one's gonna call them anti-Semitic. No, of course. Right. That's only reserved for critics of Israel.
Right. No, and it's also amazing because people like Glenn will also minimize what happened with the Capitol riots on January 6th. That's no biggie, right? In fact, the Capitol rioters and their rights were violated. But Biden having a hot mic moment and like hilariously saying son of a bitch, like Nazism, that's what that is. Just ridiculous. And by the way, I do wanna just provide a flashback to 2017. This was a moment featuring late Senator John McCain and an interaction he himself had with Peter Doocy. And it might, strike a resemblance to what you watched with Biden. Let's watch.
Relationship with the president frayed to the point that you are not going to support anything that he comes to you and asks for?
Why would you say something that stupid? Why would you ask something that dumb? Huh? My job as a United States Senator is a senator from Arizona, which I was just reelected to. You mean that I'm somehow going to behave in a way that I'm going to block everything because of some personal disagreement? That's a dumb question.
There you have it, folks. There's a lot more unity in this country than you realize. You now have both politicians on both sides of the aisle in agreement that Peter Doocy is stupid. What are you gonna do?
We can come together. Even Hannity probably thinks he's stupid. Even his dad is like, just give him a job, let him do anything. I think Doocy could be our like turnkey guy. Like he like that's not the race, but like he could be our mole. You know what I mean? Because if he gets mistreated enough by Fox News, he could be our little insider. We have to support him.
I don't think Fox News is mistreating him. They gave him a job because his father works there. I think he's doing just fine.
Just like so many media conglomerates.
Exactly.
One too many.
Yeah. Well, there is a shortage of journalists out there, So what are they gonna do? The MSNBC and CNN, they have no choice but to hire former, political operatives and things like that. And Fox News, they gotta hire sons and daughters of current employees. They just have to do it. They have to do it. There's a shortage, guys. There's a shortage of journalists.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.